Right here. Yeah, welcome to Let's Try. This time it is Super Brothers Remastered. It's project. It's a fan project, a PC port, and I do love these PC ports. And it's. I think this really is an amazing one for many reasons. I think this is just for some that has never played this game, younger people or just that have missed this game. Using this PC port and playing this game for the first time, you can tweak it to be, a modern, good, solid experience and experience that is not frustrating for some people, right? Because if you weren't born and if you weren't playing the games back in the 80s or 90s, right, when this kind of were the common thing, you might not, might not have the mindset to enjoy that, which is perfectly fine because a lot of the things back then they weren't made because it was the best practice. It was because the limitations of the time. There were graphic limitations because consoles wasn't as powerful. There were limitations in how big games were because you didn't have space to fit, right? It wasn't until the PlayStation pretty much where we got CDs and Final Fantasy that has multiple CDs just for a big game. And then you look at this and this is like if it's it's not, I think it's under 1 megabyte, right? It's more like maybe 256 kilobyte, and it's just damn. And they also were a limit of making, depending on different choices, right? Some wanted to rent their games, some were like ports from arcade games, and then they have to make them extra difficult just so that people wouldn't just beat them. They had to like pay more money to keep playing the arcades and stuff. Lots of limitations. I did really think this is a great way to experience this classic game for modern audience and for first timers, just to tweak it, and even for when I remember, if I want to go back to this game, I also think it's really nice. You have a little bit of graphic options to oomph it up, which is nice. I would have loved if this would have been the Super Mario Brothers All Stars graphic. I think that is still to this day holds up very well, but this is really charming graphic extras things also. But yeah, just for me to going back here, having the options to have checkpoints, so I can start every world or I can start every level. I can set if I want to have lives, limited lives, infinite lives. So it's really good, and especially I do promote this in all of my playthroughs, right? Is to check the settings, and definitely for sure in this one, extremely important. I feel like to tweak the experience to your liking. And I am using an 8-bit or Ultimate 2 wireless here, just running in normal Xbox controller mode. Seems to work perfectly fine. But let's go into the settings. So you have some video settings, which is another thing here, right? You can see here that the game supports super ultra widescreen format, which is so fun. Seeing this classic game in this, it's just truly amazingly. I really, I love it. You can make this 4:3. Maybe I will showcase that when we are within a level, so you can see how big of a difference playing a game in super ultra widescreen is going to, bring to the game. And you also have some, pixel perfect rendering or some bilinear filtering or something like that, I'm gonna guess here. We want your scaling to be, want it to be pixel perfect, or, if you don't mind it being a little bit less crispy, but I want it as crispy as possible. Easing on or off. Drop shadows, all right. How the spacing stretched, centered. I think I want it centered, right? That's fun. Especially for super ultra wide screen, I think it's nice to have the option to center. Like it's just a great set of options here. You have your FPS limited, right? All the way up. So really great there. And text language here. Just this is an amazing PC port. Just fan made here, absolutely amazing. Audio settings. Right, so I think this is optional extra soundtracks, which is a nice thing. And this is also added, I guess, extra sound effects. Let's turn on extra sound effects and extra bang. Let's make the audio modern, or more modernized. Again, a lot of the audio things obviously is going to be a limitation of space and stuff, so you couldn't fit too much crazy stuff back in the day. These are all the default. We're going with the default thing here, but you can tweak what you like. Right? You want a different different style here. I'm just going to transition style, smooth. We're just gonna go with the classic one. Transition style, let's go with smooth transition style. That could be nice. No, let's go with classic. So this is the default. Maybe, let's turn on some extra effects. Why not? Other than that, these are the default kind of visual things here that you can like tweak. Resource pack, I don't have anything. Right, and this is definitely one of the more important settings also. So you can tweak here if you wanted to have it, so that when you take damage you will go all the back being small Mario. If you want to have just the classic, just the checkpoint in the middle, or if you want to have a flag that's gonna tell you here is the checkpoints. If you need extra checkpoints, again, this is great for younger modern audience that might struggle a little bit to help here. You can have infinite lives if you want to have that. That means that you can just retry your level on and on and on and on till you beat it. Let's turn that one off. We don't need the flagpoles to give us extra lives. I tried this one on for fun. And here we have, you can have the start of the level or start of the world. For this one, I'm going to go with start of the level. But this is again, start of the world is a great thing. If you turn on infinite lives and well, you don't need infinite lives, right? But if you want like an easy mode, you can like have extra checkpoints. You can have infinite lives, and you can have that you start at the start at the level of the start of the level or of the world, or also have that you always start at the beginning of the game here. But start of the level, I'm gonna go with that for this here. So that means that I have a number of set of lives to get through one level. If I die, I start from the beginning. If I would have turned on infinite lives, that would mean that I would just keep going on the same level, obviously, till I beat it, and then I just continue on. So a good set of options. A little bit of difficulty here. If I don't beat a level with 3 lives, I will lose my checkpoint if I get to the middle point and start from the beginning of the level. And if you want even more of the modern difficulty, you could just have that when you die, lose all your lives, you start from the beginning of the world, which is a great kind of middle ground modern option for difficulty here. But for this, we're going with start of the level. Level design is adjusted to be much fairer. We want a classic difficulty. And I've turned on back scroll because I think it's just fun, more of the modern things. I can go back and forward in the level, not only forward. I turn off the time limit, again, just to make it more of a modern, more fun, relaxed experience for me. Like Keto style, I'm gonna use the original. I tried to fix, but I don't know, it was one level that caused me a little bit of a problem. But alright, so again, I highly recommend you checking these settings out and tweaking them and trying that. And you can remap. So this is keyboard. Do we have a controller? Yes. You can remap the controller. I'm gonna go with the default settings here. You can clear your campaign data and stuff like that. You do need to have a copy of your Super Mario Brothers dump. I think it supports both European and American versions. Right, so there we are. The only thing missing here is that there is no way to exit the game. You need to press Alt F4 that I have found. Let me check controller. Jump down, back, pause. Yeah, I don't see any exit here. Also, I'm running this in window mode. There is no... There we go. There's no way for you to, in window mode, to set any resolution or size of the window. You have to just manually drag it around and resize it to your liking. And on top of that, you just have like a full screen borderless mode. Let's not turn that one on because I don't want to resize my window. It could definitely be nice to have just like a resolution mode for the window mode, or at least that when I exit this by pressing Alt F4, that the windowed size would be saved to an INI file and remembered the next time I start the game. It's for this, how I'm running this in the super ultra widescreen in window mode. It actually is pretty easy for me to resize it, but it still would be nice just a quality of life if the size and placement of the window mode was remembered. But alright, let's play the... Oh, wait, here, right. I always forget this, right? You can see credits if you want to do that. Right. And you also have achievements. I don't care for achievements, but there are achievements for you guys out there that love it. I never ever felt interested in achievements. It's just a me thing. I don't know. Right, so play game. You have Super Mario Brothers. You have the last levels. Definitely, if I were to play the last levels, that maybe I should try that in this video here. I would definitely need these extra settings with extra lives and stuff and checkpoints. I would not be able to do it in the normal last levels difficulty. Then you have some kind of Super Mario Bros. Special. Maybe we should check that one out. All night Nippon Super Mario Bros. I have no idea what that means. And there is custom levels. But let's go with the classic one. So you have marathon challenges and story. I'm just gonna go you versus Boo. Okay, so you can race against another ghost opponent, I guess. Right, don't know what this means. If it maybe is to beat your own personal best, that's cool. Go with story mode. You have a continue. If you don't finish the game in one run, you can choose to continue, or you can also choose to just play a new game. Could have been nice if you have the save slots here, but this is perfectly fine. You have a couple of characters to choose from. Let's go with Mario, the default one. And again, it looks... Oh! It looks really... It's like... It's a little bit of difference in the graphic, right? But it's still very much the classic feeling to it. And it definitely has this classic Mario feeling for it. And again, I just think this is really nice. Right, I can go back and I can go forward. I don't have my time here, so I can just mess around if I want to do that. I can go out and like explore stuff. And I can see that this is a checkpoint, which is again it's a nice thing here. Let me just quickly show you I think this is very fun to just showcase. Right, so I'm running this again in super ultra widescreen. And oops, I pressed the wrong one there. Let me quickly... there we go, this one. So this is what you see normally. You see like one pipe at a time. Which is nothing wrong with this, right? More of the classic experience. But, damn, look at this. Is this not beautiful? Majestic. Incredibly fun. It runs really smooth. You can see here to the far left the performance here on my RTX 5070. Trying to do like a quick climb here. RTX 5070 Ti, Ryzen 9700X. This is a very lightweight, obviously a lightweight way to run it. I'm gonna try. I wanna see something here. Wait. Yo. I just wanna try to see if we do desync on and unlimited. I wanna see how this is going to feel with input latency. Feels really good here, nothing. Yeah, I think VSync on for me here, running at 120 frames per second. The input latency is nothing that is like bugging me. So let's do that. We get super smooth scrolling. Right, so now here we have new audio. And again, you can turn it off if you don't like this. Ooh, you can jump over. Ah, that's nice. You could jump over in the original game also. And I wanna get one of these climbs up the stairs in a fast way. Oh, I pressed the wrong button there. I wanted to do something, the crouch jump, but obviously you can't do that. It's fine. Still, this is such a good platforming experience, just with how Mario controls. And again, the nice little graphical upgrades are definitely very nice. It looks very good. It still have the classic feeling, but it does look very nice. Alright, maybe we should try out the last levels. Right? Wait, did I do a jump at the bottom there? Oh. But this is why it's so fun to have these extra options, right? Oops. Because it is a tricky platformer games and can just make it more accessible. You know, it can make it a bit more accessible. Oh. Yeah, it can just make it more accessible, right? So you can just use this. But let's try last levels. I do like it in Super Mario Brothers All Stars. That mushroom is like completely blue. It's a little bit more easier to spot the difference. But yeah, this is a much more challenging game, obviously, than normal. There we go. Than the normal Mario. So I would definitely love to play this, and then I would definitely be using. I would definitely be using this PC port to play through the last levels. Yes, with these options here, it's just a little bit more fun. And again, I do know that some purists, let's call it that, they really like the 4:3 format, or maybe, you know, just 16:9, not this ultra wide, because hey, it makes the game, you know, too easy. You're not supposed to see all that, and it's a part of the charm and difficulty to be able to just, you know, react. Which is perfectly valid. It's a valid thing to say. But I still feel that this game is difficult. Even with the super ultra widescreen. I just think it is so much fun to play games like this in this super ultra widescreen where you can just see this. Where you can see all of the way to the left and right in such a huge area. To me that is just so much fun. Okay. Ooh. Oh shit. I don't know if there's a warp zone or if it takes you back if you keep going past the flag bowl here. But yeah, this is definitely something that I can see myself playing through in the future here, streaming on my, you know, twitch.tv/halkenstrong and experience this game with this, you know, get a bit of extra graphical oomph, but with all of these accessibility options for sure. Which is just so fun. This is a challenging game. The last levels. I might almost need infinite lives and start continue at the level I'm at to even beat this game. Oh my god, I was blind. I don't know what I was looking at. Oh my, that's poor evil. But this is why I might need infinite lives just to get through this game. Alright. And this is great without it. To be able to disable the time limit here. Ooh, okay, that's the right way. But yeah, to be able to disable the time limit is definitely something that is really good to be able to do. Oh shit! it's still, you know, it's still difficult. But it's a little bit more of, you know, accessibility to just be able to it still is a little bit more accessibility to be able to just to take your time, to do multiple tries. Oh, that snipe! Alright, we gotta beat this level. Then we can try... Oh, wrong way. Another one. Fight! Donkey Bowser! Alright, let's try... what was it? There was something more. But yeah, I definitely could see myself playing through this, the last levels, with this kind of graphical oomph, the ultra-wide screen, and these accessibility settings. So you have the last levels, you also have this one, Super Mario Bros. Special. What is this? Right? Time for the brother to shine. The special brother here, right? Right. Right, I have no idea what this is, if this is just like a custom Mario Brothers like adventure created, or this is. It feels fun, that's the most important part. Finally, I got one of the good stair climbs. Damn it, that took some time. That's how you do it. But yeah, I do really highly recommend both trying this or showing someone that, you know, that hasn't played this before. Show them this one, and, you know, you can ask them what type of difficulty they have. Or you could start with like the original difficulty, and then if they start like getting, you know, my god, this doesn't feel good, you add layers of accessibility options till you find that point where they really enjoy the experience, but it's still challenging. And if you haven't tried, I definitely recommend you trying this game in windowed mode and then making it super ultra wide. You don't have to have it as wide as mine is. Again, maybe I can showcase that. If you want it like this or this, you can set yourself how much of a wide ratio you do prefer. Some prefer 21:9, but I really like the 32:9. I think that is kind of like my best way, and I think this is pretty close, if not 32:9. Yeah, definitely try a game like this in that aspect ratio. It is so much fun. It also is very nice in this game to enable the going back and forward, and if you disable the time, you can explore the levels to certain degrees. But like you can go down a pipe, and then in certain levels you can like go back and you can see what you missed if you would not have gone down the pipe and stuff. And again, it feels really great. The input latency here, 120 frames, VSync on and everything. No problem at all. It's running really great. So, I don't know, I think this came out in the March or something, springtime of 2025. I have some reason missed this one. It's unfortunate. Because again, both PC port and whoop, and just mods that enable higher frame rate or wider aspect ratios is so much fun. So this this adds everything, both a wider aspect ratio, it adds, you know, textures, it adds higher frame rates. It's just all of the goodies at once. Every goodies at once. This is an amazing work. And I will link down below to where you can find this amazing little PC port here. Right, maybe we should end by trying the final one here. Let's check out the what is Nippon edition. I have no idea what that is. Oh, let's get out of this one. Ooh, water levels. So you have this one. Oh wait, did it the All Night Nippon Mario Bros Special, okay. Okay. All of the characters here seems to have the same physics. I have no idea what this Nippon edition stands for. Is that maybe just a different... Okay, it's pretty much the same, but still a little bit different. Okay. Combo times 10. Alright. Rank awesome, okay. But this is like, okay, something's... Right. Like more for like a score-based thing. Oh, okay. And you start without... Right. Combo 0. Well, this seems a little bit weird. Probably not my type of... Okay, another menu, yeah. Superb. Not my style of thing. Let's go with the classic to end it again. Let's just try to run it. Beginning. Oh, classic Mario. Let's just be focused. See if I can get to like the end here. That was an awful climb. Yeah, let's just warp ourselves and see if we can get in like 5, 10, 15 minutes, something like that. See how far I can get here. Using the warping. Ooh. That looks interesting. Nice catchy music here. Right, we are at level 8. I would actually say that the input lag feels better than some emulators that I've tried. I don't know what the hell happened there. I have no idea what that was. What is did I turn on a feature to jump when you're in a pit or something? I don't know what happened there. Something glitched or... Holy shit! Yeah, I was trying to look for oh wow. I was trying to look for a mushroom. Oh. I have done this, like, try to like speed run this. You have to do that. Nothing there. Have a life. There's a mushroom here. I think it might be... Jesus! Okay, no mushroom. Holy shit. Yeah, this is for me, I think, the most difficult level. I don't know what it is. This start here, just... This start is just always getting me. Oh my goodness. Right. Oh. This Lakitu is the most evil ever. Oh, oh, oh. Is that a feature that you can swim in the pits? Did I turn something on? I gotta try that, right? I'm trying to speedrun this and I am not succeeding. Damn! Okay. Don't know why I made it this time, but I did. Oh my god. And this is why I need accessibility options. Oh, I should have tried to do the swimming in the pit there. But I do really, especially for a stage like this, having this ultra-wide screen... Oh? Having this ultra-wide screen ratio here is really amazing. I think it makes it more fun, but again, I do know and I understand that there are people out there that thinks that this is ruining the kind of like the difficulty when you can kind of see what's coming. I just think it is absolutely amazing. Why is that not working anymore? Right. Oh. If I don't get this first jump, it's just too brutal for me. Okay, now it worked. Weird. No, I don't know how to do that glitch. not speedrunning like that, but there is some kind of like flagpole glitch you can do with one of those. Okay, Ooh, what the heck is happening? Holy crap. There we go. I wanted that turtle there. Oh no, I was too slow. Okay, let's try a little bit more. There is a mushroom to the left there. Oh, wrong way. Ooh, those are really tricky. Hammer Bros. There we go, that's how we want to do it. Want to do it like this. There we go, that's how you want to do it. I could have just tried to run it. A high possibility of making it if you just like just jump. Oh, they both. Oh my god, I was so focused on that I really thought that I hit the first one, so I was just so focused in focus on the second one there. All right, well, this might be the stopping point, right? Oh! Oh! I went too fast there. Those Hammer Bros are brutal. Okay. Okay, that's a glitch somehow. I got the first one, got the second one. There we go. We can just skip those. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Why did I do the tiny jump? Yeah, we can make it, we can make it. Oh, there was 3 there. Okay, so they have different spacing. Right, alright. I'm random. Oh, wow. That's one of the first time and one of my jump didn't take. Oof. again. It could be VSync, it could be the 8-bit messing me up, it could just be something else, but my jump did fail several times there for some reason. Okay, no, that's the wrong pipe. There, okay. Oh, something weird happened there again. Oh no. Oh, that was clean. I don't know why I did a tiny jump there. I was afraid for the fish. Pretty clean, pretty clean. Alright, so... Come on. Got that strat down. Ooh, made it. This freaking fish. And we have this, the most brutal ones of them all. Oh, I don't know how I made that. Oh god. This is like almost one of the most difficult part of the game. What in the name of the god happened there, man? What did I do wrong, man? You need speed. Be speed. Come on, Mario. Be fast. Be furious. You hold your... Oh, okay. We made it work. Away from the fish, and we have to do this again. Okay, that works. Holy sheesh. Oh. We have this mother beeper again. What? The freaking controller, man. I did not press down there. Oh, well. Thank God we have unlimited time, right? Yeah, the D-pad on the 8-bit Ultimate 2, the wireless version at least, and me, we are not best friends. The gamesir T4 case like was one of the better D-pads that I've encountered, and the 8-bitos is like, it's okay, but it's very sensitive to hit like the diagonals, causing some weirdness to it. That's what we want. Not that. Okay. Okay. We meet again, you axe-throwing asshole. Or your hammer-throwing asshole. Alright, let's try to finish this. We are at my 1 hour let's try kind of baseline, but man, I'm so close to just beating this. There we go. Clean, clean. Maybe got that clean. Do that. Do this. Okay, yeah. Works. Okay. We are back with this other. That is one evil placement of an enemy. There we go, clean. Perfect. Perfect. Right, and this one. Keeping the strats. Okay. Weirdly enough, I haven't died in this. I think that when I was younger and played this, that was one of the more difficulty ones. Oh shit, I should not have tried that. I think that the water level was like one of the more trickier ones. For me at least. Yes. No! Oh! Well, we survived. Not clean, not clean. Oh, come on, let me finish this, beat this game here to finish off. I guess I'm gonna have to forfeit if I can't do this in like a few more tries. And leave it up to you guys at home to finish it. Right. I don't need to stress, but I like the speed, kinda the challenge of being speedy and the fluidity of being speedy. So, but I could take it slower, and that could help me, you know, not die this much. But yeah, part of the charm. Come on. Oh, right, that works. I have noticed that sometimes this is a bit weird, but I do like this double jump. I've had that happen in both, like when I enter like a pit, and also when I land on the ground. I really have to do like an extra little jump thing up. I did not mean to jump that far. Okay, like a couple of more, few more tries here. Make it, come on, come on, come on. Right, that's good. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Almost. Then you wanna do like 2. Oh, that's the first time. Okay. No checkpoint here. That's okay. That's the way you want to do it. And you do... Oops. Messed that one up. Right, we are back here. that works. 1, 2, and walk off. 1, 2, 3, and dodge like a mother crazer. There we go. And oh man, the gatekeeper, and then I have Bowser also. Alright, well, I guess it's time to forfeit if I don't make it. This, or maybe max one more tries. Yeah, if I don't make it, let's make it one more try. 1, 2, walk off. 1, 2, 3, and dodge. 2, 4, and enter pie. Okay, one final try. I need to really get that dude. I think that. So, final try. Final countdown. Right. So 2, 1, 2, and walk off. 1, 2, 3, and dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4 into the pipe. Works every time. Well, I have to forfeit. The game beat me. Alright. I know I can beat it, but I don't want to keep it the boring same thing here for the video. Go check this one out. If you have someone that haven't played this game, this is an amazing start. If you just want a bit of a new experience, or maybe never finished this game when you were younger, this is a great options and different styles to tweak it, to modernize it, to help you get through it. And it's the graphics, it keeps the classic charms, but it adds a little bit. You have a little bit more of sounds, music in it, and the controls, it felt amazing, right? Nothing to blame here in this PC port. It just was super smooth, super precise, and this is amazing. So yeah, feel free to leave a like, a comment, follow, check back to the channel if you don't want to miss me, trying PC port, demos, games, emos, whatever game-related stuff like that. And if you might want to pick me up, maybe going through this on stream, it's twitch.tv/Halkenstrong. I think it could be fun, so that is something I might plan to do in the future. Like get through this game and maybe the last world, or maybe only the last world in this kind of vibe. So yeah, but thanks for watching, have a great day or whatever, and bye for this time.